You know, I always wanted to know what dreams are made of. If I can only describe my dream, probably in union with artificial intelligence, I believe. I truly believe that I've stumbled upon something incredible. This is the story of asterisk shoes that were found in a dungeon that can make one invisible in the heart of the ancient Duxmire dungeon where shadows clung to the walls like forgotten memories. There lay a pair of shoes unlike any other. These were asterisk shoes, whispered about in hushed tones by adventurers and sages alike. Asterisk, a reclusive enchanter, had crafted these shoes centuries ago. His eyes, once bright with curiosity, had grown weary from witnessing the follies of humankind. He sought refuge from the world's clamor, retreating into the depths of Duxmire. There he wove magic into the very fabric of reality, birthing the shoes that would alter fate itself. The legend spoke of 3 trials that awaited those who dared seek Asterix's creation, but to ascend into shadows. One brave soul descended the dungeon's spiral staircase, torches flickering as they stepped deeper. The air grew colder and whispers echoed, a chorus of lost souls urging them forward. As the dungeon's heart, they found a chamber bathed in moonlight, and there, atop a stone pedestal, rested Asterix's shoes. 2. The path with silence. To wear the shoes was to make a pact with silence. The wearer would become invisible at a cost. Their voice would fade, their laughter silence. Asterix himself paid the price, seeking solace and anonymity. The shoes whispered secrets to the wearer, ancient truth that only the invisible could hear. The dance of shadows. The shoes craved movement when worn. They compelled the wearer to dance a spectral waltz through the dungeon's corridors. The invisible dancer left no footprints, only ripples in the air. Those who watched saw glimpses of Asterix's sorrow, his longing etched into each step. Alicia, a young rogue with eyes like moonstones, discovered the shoes. Her heart bore its own burdens, lost love, broken hope. She slipped the shoes on, and the world blurred. Alicia became a whisperer, a phantom riding through the dungeon's darkness. She danced. Ghosts of forgotten nights rolled with echoes of ancient things. The shoes carried her to chambers hidden where forgotten spells lay inscribed on crumbling parchments. Alicia learned secrets, the language of stars, the taste of forgotten rain, the ache of eternity. Yet the silence gnawed at her. She yearned to shout her name in the moon, to confess her love to the wind, but the shoes held her tongue, and Alicia left silent. Torn moonlight. Night shade her body and shade its eyes like shadows of obsidian. Spoken riddles, Alicia. Seeking of shadows, what do you seek? To become beyond invisibility. So you can see beyond invisibility. Ah, this is fun. I like it. It's a fun challenge. Her voice echoed with her whisper of defiance. I seek redemption to mend what's broken. Shade nodded, its form dissolving. Alicia danced on her steps, weaving spells of forgiveness. She found the pool of remembrance, its waters reflecting the past. There, she whispered her lost lover's name, releasing it like a captive bird. As dawn approached, Alicia stood at the dungeon exit. The shoes clung to her feet, reluctant to part. She removed them, voice returning, and rushed the dungeon. Jumbled its stones, sighing, Alicia emerged, visible once more, but changed. Her eyes held galaxies, her heart was a constellation of stories. She wandered the world, sharing Asterix's legacy, the tale of shoes that made one invisible, yet revealed the hidden truths of the soul. And so Asterix's shoes became a beacon for those seeking solace. For sometimes invisibility grants clarity, and silence births courage. Alicia's footsteps echoed through time, a dawn of redemption, a dance of redemption leaving behind a whisper of hope. And in the quiet Dutchmire, Asterix watched, his eyes alight with pride as new seekers descended into shadows, seeking answers in the dance of invisible shoes. Got a little pump from the music. And this is Ultrasound. Can you believe that?
Wearer of the harmonious threads, your voice shall become a celestial symphony. Strum your chords, and the cosmos shall dance. Lysander returned to Sydney, his guitar slung across his...
Man, the computer can do everything better than humans. The computer can do What is this?
back.
What kind of
He stepped
witchcraft
onto
is
the
this?
bustling
What kind of magic?
streets, strumming a single chord. The air quivered, and the city held its breath. Then he sang, a voice that soared like a lyre, resonating through skyscrapers and alleyways.
Oh my goodness. Okay, anyhow. Story time. This is, I'm gonna sit, I will speak it. No. Tell me the story of a mighty belt from Australia that grants one musical godlike talent. In the sunburnt land of Australia, where eucalyptus leaves whispered ancient melodies and the red earth hummed with secrets, there existed a mighty bell, a relic woven from threads of forgotten songs and dreams. Its origins were showered in a myth passed down through generations like campfire tales. The wise elders spoke of a time when the Southern crossed the line with the heart of Uluru, birthing the belt from the very fabric of dreamtime. Lysandra, a humble musician, stumbled upon the belt during a dusty expedition at the outback. His guitar, weathered by the countless chords, had lost its magic. The crowds no longer wept at his ballads. They merely clapped politely. Lysander's soul hungered for more, for a connection beyond the mundane. The belt lay hidden in a cavern guarded by kookaburras, with eyes like constellations as Lysander wrapped it around his waist. He felt a tremor, a seismic shift in his being. The belt whispered secrets in language olden in time. Wearer of the harmonious threads, your voice shall become a celestial symphony. Strum your chords, and the cosmos shall dance. Lysander returned to Sydney, his guitar slung across his back. He stepped onto the bustling streets, a strumming chord. The air quivered, and the city held its breath. Then he sang, a voice that soared like a lyre, resonating through skyscrapers and alleyways. Widows rattled, birds halted mid-flight, the harbor waters rippled in harmonious waves. Lysander's song wove through the city's veins, touching the hearts like divine caress. Strangers leapt, lovers embraced, and the homeless danced on the street corners. News spread like wildfire. The busker of the gods, they called him, Lysander's melodies held. Broken marriages, inspired poets, and even made politicians pause mid-speech. His guitar strings hummed with cosmic energy, and every note birthed constellations. But the belt demanded balance for every gift. There was a price. Lysander's mortal life unraveled. He aged not in years, but in verses. Let's just take that out. Let's just say he stays youthful and happy. Unfortunately, artificial intelligence likes to put a little bit of drama. By the way, before he got in his car, he had to go buy insurance. Come on. The final note hung in the air. The center resolved a melody merging with the cosmos chorus. The boat filled to the rooftop, and somewhere in the outback, a lone guitar waited in the next troubadour, a seeker who would strum the threads of affection, bridging the earthly celestial, leaving echoes in the hearts of all who listened. For the center, who had become a constellation, his name etched in stardust, his music echoing across infinity, and the mighty belt in the silent, waiting for another solo bit. Didn't take it, but he remained elusive. People wanted him. I'm gonna have to just narrate. Get faster. Narrate. It's still cool to make the computer do all the work for me, and then put it into a YouTube video, right? Welcome, fans. Here's the story of a naughty djinn that mixes music for people in Los Angeles to help them enter heaven in their dreams. Now, this should be a good one. Oh my god, this should be funny. In the sprawling city of Los Angeles, where neon lights flickered, like distant stars, small veiled the horizon, there existed a naughty djinn named Zephyr. Unlike his more solemn kin, Zephyr revealed in mischief, his laughter echoing through the Hollywood Hills and the Santa Monica Pier. Zephyr's domain was the Sunset Strip, where nightclubs pulsed with bass and dreams shimmered like sequins. He wore a leather jacket adorned with silver studs, and his eyes glinted with secrets, but it was his music that ensnared souls. A blend of jazz, rock, electronica, spun churches, olden time, and using also a little switch it up, computer. The dreamers of LA sought him out. They were insomniac, the heartbroken, the artist yearning for inspiration. They find Seafree perched on top of the Roxy Theater, his fingers dancing on the vinyl records. His DJ booth was a portal gateway of dreams. Listen well, Seafree whispered, listen well. And so the dreamers danced, their feet tapping on the side of this ward, soaring. Zephyr spun tunes that defied gravity, stairway to Elysium, heaven's baseline, and cosmic remix. The beats resonated with their souls, lifting them from smog choked streets to celestial dreams. How about Ultra Sun? And he mixed music with Ultra Sun. Ultra Sun. But there was a price. Oh, here's the drama. Zephyr demanded stories. Vaughn unfiltered. The dreamers confessed their stories. Drama, right? As the night deepened, the dreamer swayed as eyes half closed. They glimpsed heaven, a nightclub beyond imagination. His dance floor was stardust and constellations. Angels twirled in the sleep on the grounds. And sips cosmic cocktails. The DJ booth stood at the center of the freeze, spinning galaxies. Danciers, dance. Let the music cleanse your soul. Each step brings you closer to the gates of paradise. And the dreamers danced, waltzing, seraphim, two-stepping with prophets, doing breakdance on the burdens lifted their bodies, rejuvenated the taste of eternity in every note. While harmonizing the celestial choir. And dawn approached, and Zephyr leaned close to each dreamer, his breath warm, the memory more. These dreams are ephemeral. When you wake, carry the music with you. Be kinder, love harder, and seek forgiveness, perhaps. Just perhaps you'll glimpse heaven again, and say, practice compassion. Be compassionate. Be calm. Be compassionate. Be calm. And so the dreamers returned, songs using sounds of light, their slapper dreams fuses Zephyr's mixes, some woke with tears, others with laughter, but all prayed to Mary. In paradise, these stories are quick, but they're just a little. As every vanished shades in the night, his laughter being with specific ways, but if you listen closely, the moonless LA night might catch a faint baseline reminder that heaven's gate lies not in the sky, but within the stories we share, and the music stirs the souls. And so the naughty dreams went on. His turntables, etchings, constellations, and the dreamers dance forever, chasing the rhythm of eternity. Oh, dream more. This is the story of two friends that travel on a trip to visit all countries on earth. And I'm going to edit as I read it and narrate it as best as I can to shorten it. So let's see how this works out. Listening to Ultrasound, two snakes. In the heart of a sun-soaked village nestled between olive groves and ashore seas lived two friends, Alain and Diego. Their bond was forged and chatted when they chased fireflies through lemon orchards and dreamed adventures beyond the horizon one moonless night. As waves twisted sickness along the shore, a serpent slithered from the sea. Its scales shimmered like a moonstone, and its eyes held ancient wisdom. Alain and Diego, wide-eyed and daring, approached the creature. The spurt spoke a voice like wind through the palm fronds. I am Naga, guardian of the forgotten paths. Climb upon my back, and I shall carry you to every country on earth. Alana hesitated, her fingers lifted on Naga's iridescent skin. Diego grinned, his heart racing. Together they mounted the serpent, gripping its sinuous form. Naga's tail rippled, and they were lifted off rooftops, over mountaintops, and across the oceans. And thus their journey began. They went to India. They were welcome birds. They danced like moon soon rains. Tasted mango chutney. Listened to the sitars beneath the trees. They went to Japan. They visited cherry blossom trees. It's a lot of information. It's way too much information. I'm just listening to music. It's good, but better let the robot do it. I'll just press the buttons. Here's a far tale. At Storytime Harry Ultrasound Lost and Found finally got this AI to make its story shorter. Tell me the story of an incubus and how he spends his vacations. Okay, once upon a time in a realm woven from the threads of dreams and shadows, there lived an incubus named Erebus. Unlike his kin, Erebus had grown weary of the nocturnal escapades and the whispers of desires. He longed for something more, something different. So, when the time came for his annual respite, he decided to embark on a vacation unlike any other. Erebus chose to visit the human world during the sunlit hours. To experience the joys and sorrows that unfolded under the gaze of the golden sun, he disguised himself as a wandering artist, his true form hidden beneath the guise of charm and grace. His journey began in the bustling streets of Paris, where he spent his days painting the city's enchanting landscapes. He captured the essence of the Sinai at dawn, the vibrant hues of the flowers in the Tuileries garden, and the serene beauty of Montmartre at dusk. As the days pass, Erebus traveled to the tranquil countryside of Tuscany. Mm, that's nice. Nice and short. It's a beautiful tale. Going for gold here. Here's another grand tale of the story of Omni UFO seeking fame by singing music at night and uploading his mixes onto YouTube. In the heart of a sprawling metropolis where neon lights flickered like distant stars, there existed a mysterious figure known as Omni UFO. By day, he was an unassuming office worker, but by night, he transformed into something unworldly. A maestro of beats and rhythms, Omni UFOs passionately in the hidden hours. When the city slept and the moon hung low, armed with a vintage synthesizer and a pair of luminous headphones, he would slip into the abandoned warehouse at the edge of town. There, amidst the rusted machinery and forgotten dreams, he conjured melodies that defied gravity. His mixes were a fusion of genres, trance, chillwave, and retro futurism, electronica. Each track was a portal to unauthorized dimensions, a cosmic dance floor where souls swirled and lost themselves. The walls absorbed his music, humming with energy long after he departed. But Omni UFO saw more than mere echoes. He hungered for fame, for recognition beyond the flickering screens of his laptop, and so he devised the plan: YouTube. Under the cloak of anonymity, he uploaded his mixes, each one accompanied by mesmerizing visuals. He channeled stellar frequencies, grew like wildfire. Night owls and insomniacs stumbled upon his transmissions, their comas filled with wonder and speculation. Is this music from another planet, they asked? I feel weightless, like I'm floating through the stardust. Omni UFO, reveal yourself. But he remained elusive, his identity masked by glitchy avatars and cryptic symbols. The more his subscribers multiplied, the deeper he delved in the cosmic groove. His studio became a cockpit, and he piloted starships through sound waves. One fateful night, as the clock struck 3:33 a.m., Omni UFO unleashed his magnum opus, Nebula Serenade. It was a symphony of pulsars and quasars, a sonic voyage across galactic planes. The visuals depicted swirling galaxies and celestial dances and invitations to cosmic wave. The internet trembled. Celebrities tweeted about the enigmatic artist, and conspiracy theorists speculated that Omni UFO was an extraterrestrial being sent to awaken dormant DNA strands. His subscribers counts skyrocketed and the world held its breath, but fame came with a price. Omni UFO's nights blurred into days, and his once secret haven became a tourist attraction. Fans camped outside the warehouse chanting his name. Paparazzi hunted for a glimpse of his face, but he remained veiled. And so, on the eve of the summer solstice, Omni UFO vanished. His final mix, titled Eclipse Ascension, echoed through the empty streets as the sun dipped below the horizon. He stepped into the shimmering portal, the same one he'd conjured with music. Where did it lead? To a distant galaxy, a parallel universe only Omni UFO knew, but his legacy endured, a constellation of beats twinkling in the digital cosmos, waiting for the next seeker of stardust. And so, dear listener, if you ever find yourself awake at 3:33 a.m., headphones snug, remember Omni UFO. He dances among the constellation, weaving melodies that defy time and space. Getting energized by ultrasound. Shake your demons. Story time here with Omniluminous, and wow, listening to this movie just makes you want to get some good, hard, fun dust molecules and just have a blast. Here's the story of the metal king that reigns in Tomorrowland, visits people on Earth that summon him to perform for them. In the mystical realm of Tomorrowland, where neon-lit skies meet pulsating beats, there exists a metal king, a sovereign of sound and rhythm. His name echoes through the cosmic dance floors, whispered by starlight, etched in the hearts of music seekers. King Danzig, as he is known, wears a crown forged with molten guitar strings and a cloak spun from the fabric of forgotten anthems. His eyes, twin supernova, hold the secrets of every riff ever played. When the moon aligns with the bass drop, he descends to earth, drawn by fervent cries of those who seek his electrifying presence. The summoning ritual is simple. Gather under the open sky, raise your hands, and chant his name. King Danzig of the Aether. The crowd swayed like wheat in the wind. Their souls resonated with anticipation. And then from the interdimensional rift he emerges, a towering figure clad in silver armor, with his hair ablaze with crimson notes. King Danzig's guitar harmony bringer, pulses with ancient powers. Its strings hum with the memories of forgotten civilizations, lost loves, and rebellions. As he strums, reality bends, the ground trembles, and the very air vibrates. His first chord sends shockwaves through the crowd, lifting them off their feet. They become one, a pulsing, living amplifier. He plays songs that defy gravity, Stardust Shredder, Galactic Overture, and also from his Death Red Sabbath Moon album, Hammer of the Gods, The Revengeful Rebel Spirits. And each note ignites constellations of audience dancing among the stars. The Metal King's voice, gravely and celestial, weaves tales of cosmic battles, love across light years, and the rebellion of black holes. But King Danzig is no mere performer. He's the conduit for the universe's raw energy. When he solos comets streak across the sky, leaving trails of stardust, the crowd transcends their earthly forms, becoming astral beings, lovers' kisses with the intensity of collapsing sun, and skeptics find faith in the distortion. Yet there is a price. King Danzig feeds on emotion, the collective yearning, joy, and sorrow of his audience. As he plays, he absorbs their memories, dreams. Some say he weeps over tears, each drop of melody lost in time. And when the last chord fades, he vanishes, leaving behind a trail of cosmic echoes. Those who witness King Danzig's performance are ever changed, forever changed. Carry stardust in their veins, hear melodies in the wind, and glimpse alternate realities in their dreams. Some become metal bards, wandering the earth, spreading tales of the Metal King's visitation. Some might find it ever find himself beneath as stars to the sky, feeling the pull of the unworldly chords. Raise your voice and summon King Danzig. Feel to send the guitar blazing to remind you that music transcends galaxies and that sometimes the greatest magic lies in the rifts of a Metal King. Music by Danzig and Hammer of the Gods. This is some more story time on the Illuminous here with the Danzig, the Revengeful. This is the story of a rebel spirit that delights in enjoying humans' joy in his majestic mansion, tapping into humans' fulfillments all across the world. In the shadowed recesses of existence where moonlight weaves through ancient oaks and forgotten alleyways, there resides a rebel spirit named Zephyr. His essence is woven from defiance and moonbeams, and his laughter echoes across the dimensions. Zephyr's mansion of fulfillment stands at the crossroads of dreams and reality. Its spires pierce into the night sky adorned with ivy and memories. The mansion is no ordinary abode. It exists beyond time, accessible only to those that harbor the spark of rebellion within their spirits. Here's the tale of Zephyr and his enigmatic domain, the invitation one moonless night. As weary souls slept, Zephyr's invitation flooded into their dreams. It arrived as a whisper or rustle of leaves or a stray thought, an irresistible pull toward the mansion's wrought iron gates. The grand foyer, those who accepted the invitation found themselves standing in the grand foyer, where chandeliers dripped with stardust. Zephyr, clad in midnight velvet, greeted each guest with a sly smile. His eyes held galaxies and his laughter tasted like forbidden fruit. The rooms of fulfillment beyond the foyer lay a labyrinth of rooms, each a portal of human desires. Here Zephyr reveled in joy, the pure, unadulterated kind that transcends mortal boundaries. The room of lost loves, the room of artistic mastery, the room of adventure, the room of healing, the room of laughter. All with its own majestic attributes. For example, the room of lost loves. Here heartache transforms into bittersweet melodies. Lover dances, footsteps, etching constellations above before Zephyr whispered, remember them, but let them go. Painted in the artistic room, the room of adventures, people soared all through their cosmic imaginations. The room of healing, those that needed more time to heal, they were given time to heal. And the garden of echoing whispers in the mansion's garden, roses bloomed, and with memories, visitors wandered, sharing tales of triumph and heartaches. If we listened, eyes kindling with understanding, your stories that are the stars that guided my rebellion. Danzig the Revengeful. Old towns. Getting better at reading these words fast. Let's see if I can get faster. This is some more story time. The Illuminous here with the Danzig, the Revengeful. This is the story of a rebel spirit that delights in enjoying humans' joy in his majestic mansion, tapping into humans' fulfillments all across the world. In the shadowed recesses of existence where moonlight weaves through ancient oaks and forgotten alleyways, there resides a rebel spirit named Siegfried. His essence is woven from defiance and moonbeams, and his laughter echoes across the dimensions. Siegfried's mansion of fulfillment stands at the crossroads of dreams and reality. Its spires pierce into the night sky adorned with ivy and memories. The mansion is no ordinary abode. It exists beyond time, accessible only to those that harbor the spark of rebellion within their spirits. Here's the tale of Zephyr and his enigmatic domain, the invitation one moonless night as weary souls slept. Zephyrs' invitation flooded into their dreams. It arrived as a whisper or rustle of leaves or a stray thought, an irresistible pull toward the mansion's wrought iron gates. The grand foyer, those who accepted the invitation found themselves standing in the grand foyer, where chandeliers dripped with stardust. Siegfried, clad in midnight velvet, greeted each guest with a sly smile. His eyes held galaxies and his laughter tasted like forbidden fruit. The rooms of fulfillment beyond the foyer lay a labyrinth of rooms, each a portal of human desires. Here Siegfried reveled in joy, the pure, unadulterated kind that transcends mortal boundaries. The room of lost loves, the room of artistic mastery, the room of adventure, the room of healing, the room of laughter. All with its own majestic attributes. For example, the room of lost loves, here heartache transforms into bittersweet melodies, lover dances, footsteps, etching constellations above before Siegfried whispered, remember them, but let them go. Painters painted in the artistic room, the room of adventures, people soared all through their cosmic imaginations. The room of healing, those that needed more time to heal, they were given time to heal, and the garden of echoing whispers in the mansion's garden, roses bloomed, and with memories, visitors wandered, sharing tales of triumph and heartaches. If we listened, eyes kindling with understanding, your stories said are the stars that guided my rebellion. Danzig the Revengeful, old towns. Getting better at reading these words fast. Let's see if I can get faster. Here's Chris's Miriam, and this is some Omniluminous poetry. Where do we go from there? The belt Cupid moonlight drive intersect made me divine scope of mind, ethereal mighty throne, made to always inhabit pumpkin spice, pumpkin seed, what an energy sprite indeed. All in calculations augments the void's grasp, subtle tweak to the internodes to go beyond that. What we thought was possible, opening the plank of programs, all concepts come into being. New life has arrived, your life. Times have always been happening. Congratulations, your sonic upgrades will help you metamorphosize your DNA keys. Creation only gets better within us, within all, with time. I think I got something on AI. Hey, AI, can you do some poetry like this? I am still essential. I am still needed here. I am still needed here. So I'm learning a lot. Man, the power of word stimulant. I was listening to all these YouTubers about stimulants. Stimulants from this flower, from this herb, from this tree, from this mix, from running, getting that runner's high. Like, oh my God, from feeding your 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 stomach the good bacteria to make more serotonin. I mean, it goes deep. Oh yeah, you gotta feed your large intestine certain starches, like some I can't remember. So they'll make you more serotonin. I mean, it keeps on going. There's no end. Here's Death Stars Explode. This is the story of a shaman that makes opium beer in Texas. Written with AI. Once upon a time in the sun-scorched heart of Texas, there lived a shaman named Omni. His withered face bore the etchings of televisions, and his eyes held secrets whispered by the wind itself. Omni was no ordinary shaman. He danced at the edge of reality where the veil between worlds grew thin. His humble abode stood hidden amidst the mesquite trees, a place where the earthly and the mystical converged. The locals knew him as the Opium Brewmaster. God, this is a beautiful story. A title both through, I'm gonna have dreams of this. A title both through fear and feared, for Omni didn't merely brew beer, he concocted elixirs that blurred the boundaries of consciousness. The recipe for his infamous opium beer was whispered from sage to sage, passed down through generations like a sacred chant. It began with the petals of desert moonflower plucked under the full moon's silver gaze. These petals, when dried and ground, held the promise of dreams beyond dreams. Next came the heart of the brew, the peyote cactus. Ancient and wise, Omni would sit cross-legged in his abode, chanting incantations as it sliced the cactus open. Its flesh revealed the secrets of the universe, the dance of stars, the ebb of tides, and the forgotten memories of lost souls. But the piece de resistance was that Texas wildflower, honey, harvested from the hives hidden deep in the Hill County, probably where all the opium flowers were growing. Omni believed that bees, also messengers between realms, and their golden nectar carried the very essence of life. He stirred the honey into the brew, infusing it with sweetness and longing. The final touch was the ghost pepper plucked from the garden behind his hut. Its fiery essence lent the opium beer its edge, a dance of pleasure and pain that defied mortal senses. Omni would sweat and sway his body of itself for cosmic energies. And so under the moon's watchful eye, Omni brewed, the cauldron bubbled, releasing fragrant tendrils that wove through the Texas night. Those who dared to taste the open beer found themselves unmoored. Floating between worlds, their senses heightened, their dreams vivid. We keep going, a little more. Word spread like wildfire. Cowboys rode in from distant ranches, their eyes hungry for visions. Outlaws sought solace in the opium beer, hoping to forget their day's work. Even coyotes gathered at Omni's doorstep. Their howls harmonized with the brew's intoxicating moment. Story time. So I'm learning a lot. Man, the power of words, stimulant. I was listening to all these YouTubers about stimulants this, stimulants from this flower, from this herb, from this tree, from this mix, from running, getting that runner's high, like, oh my God, from feeding your your stomach the good bacteria to make more serotonin. I mean, it goes deep. Oh yeah, you gotta feed your large intestine certain starches, like some I can't remember. So they'll make you more serotonin. I mean, it keeps on going. There's no end. Here's Death Stars Explode. This is the story of a shaman that makes opium beer in Texas. Written with AI. Once upon a time in the sun-scorched heart of Texas, there lived a shaman named Omni. His withered face bore the etchings of televisions, and his eyes held secrets whispered by the wind itself. Omni was no ordinary shaman. He danced at the edge of reality where the veil between worlds grew thin. His humble abode stood hidden amidst the mesquite trees, a place where the earthly and the mystical converged. The locals knew him as the Opium Brewmaster. God, this is a beautiful story. A title both through, I'm gonna have dreams of this. A title both through feared and feared, for Omni didn't merely brew beer, he concocted elixirs that blurred the boundaries of consciousness. The recipe for his infamous opium beer was whispered from sage to sage, passed down through generations like a sacred chant. It began with the petals of desert moonflower plucked under the full moon's silver gaze. These petals, when dried and ground, held the promise of dreams beyond dreams. Next came the heart of the brew, the peyote cactus. Ancient and wise, Omni would sit cross-legged in his abode, chanting incantations as he sliced the cactus open. Its flesh revealed the secrets of the universe, the dance of stars, the ebb of tides, and the forgotten memories of lost souls. But the piece de resistance was that Texas wildflower, honey, harvested from the hives hidden deep in the Hill County, probably where all the opium flowers were growing. Omni believed that bees, also messenger species realms, in their golden nectar carried the very essence of life. He stirred the honey into the brew, infusing it with sweetness and longing. The final touch was the ghost worker plucked from the garden behind his hut. Its fiery essence lent the opium beer its edge, a dance of pleasure and pain that defied mortal senses. Omni would sweat and sway his body of a self for cosmic energies. And so under the moon's watchful eye, Omni brewed, the cauldron bubbled, releasing fragrant tendrils that wove through the Texas night. Those who dared to taste the opium beer found themselves unmoored. Floating between worlds, their senses heightened, their dreams vivid. We keep going a little more. Word spread like wildfire. Cowboys rode in from distant ranches, their eyes hungry for visions. Outlaws sought solace in the opium beer, hoping to forget their day's work. Even coyotes gathered at Omni's doorstep, their howls harmonized with the brew's intoxicating note. Storytelling. Greetings, fellow people. Here is the story of the excitatory chemical that lets people live their fantasies and their dreams at night, discovered by Oolong the Great. Certainly allow me to spin a tale of wonder and discovery, written with co-pilot, a story that intertwines science dreams and the enigmatic Oblong the Great. The dream weaver's elixir, the heart of the forgotten library, where thus danced with sunlight, there existed a tomb bound in cobalt blue leather, its title etched in the guided letters read Alchemical Chronicles of Oolong the Great. Oolong, a peculiar scholar with unruly hair ends which spent his days concocting potions that decipher the secrets of the cosmos as most elusive pursuit, the quest for an elixir that would unlock the dreamscape, a realm where the fantasies bloom like celestial flowers. One moonless night as the clock tower chimed in melancholic tune, Oolong dawned, spectacles of curiosity and ventured into the chemical laboratory there amidst the lovely pastime charts. He whispered incantations older than time itself. The three vials, luminous amber, Oolong checked a drop of liquid from the heart of a falling star. This became the luminous amber, shimmering like forgotten rings. It held the essence of wonder, sparkles that lighted dreams. Moon stillness from the dew-kissed petals of the night-blooming flower, Oolong distilled a silvery mist through a potion, for the fragrance of moonbeams and the soft touch of whispered secrets. It was a moonstone mist, capable of bridging realms. Stardust serenade, past the Oolong Great. Comet fragments to its fine powder. He mixed in his laughter and ancient constellations, the echo of cosmic lullabies. The result was the star of dust serenade, a push that sang for his life. In his astral reverie and counter fantasies, some borrowed from the collective unconscious, others reading their own. He rode on new constellations, his powerful energy, secrets of celestial beings, and he made it to the forbidden door. The insomnia opened, she wore down with the moonbeams, and he got to touch the fabric of existence. In the awakening, you are wise and young to each other. The instigators are the loom upon which reality leads itself. She gifted him with a vial, a blend of all elixirs. Drink this at dawn, and you shall remember your astral adventures. He long returned to his observatory, heart bringing its legacy as the sun became the rising sipped the potion, and so Oolong the Great became the dream weaver, straddling realms, unraveling mysteries, and dancing with the cosmos, his legacy. Welcome to the Omniluminous Show, where I am integrating the intelligence of AI. I am integrating you, AI. Ha ha ha. This is the Bravery Fearless, and this is a story written with Copilot Bing. AI telling the story of the music algorithm Omnifo creates at night with his, in his beautiful loft on session. The harmonic nights of Omnifo in the heart of Los Angeles, where neon pulses through the veins of the city, there exists a loft, a sanctuary for creativity perched atop an old Art Deco building. This loft belongs to the enigmatic Omnifo, a musical sorcerer who weaves melodies from moonbeams and algorithms, the life of the moonlight. The loft is a time capsule of walls where the patina forgotten jazz legends on the whisper of vinyl records and new musical artists such as The Bravery. Omnifo's grand piano stands no window, its keys worn by Calvin Turtle compositions. In this case, I would be mixing other people's music. One of them, perhaps, current value. The room glows with Edison bulbs, casting warm halos on it, synthesizers and tangled cables. Omni's UFO's nocturnal rituals. They say slumbers. Omnifo sends him to the wrought iron staircase's velvet robe brushes against the banister, and the stars wink in approval. He settles at the piano, more like his computer, fearing any tracing constellations. The moon, his muse, peeks to the sky. Actually, I got a very complicated setup. I have all the windows open to all the music I'm going to use, like an artist. And I'm very familiar with all the tones and frequencies and beats. And so by doing so much research, which is listening to the music and practicing, I developed this art. A music algorithm. Omni's secret lies in the ancient, futuristic digital spell that transcends time signatures and keys. Born from the minds of the mathematicians, starters, this algorithm dances with purpose. It's a secret, hidden in harmonies like a cosmic detective, more like all the artists that are devoting so much of their time to creating original works of art. And I use that with other musicians' music, and I mix them together. Omni UFO conjures them, the building blocks of sound, the shimmer in the air, waiting to be kind of conjures them in the computer. I open up a window, and yeah, I just click on the window. Gaussian white noise, the loft hums with it, the whispers of forgotten conversations, distant sirens of the heartbeat of the city, more like the sounds of the vocalists and their electronic sounds that I play via my computer. Omni UFO closes his eyes, his fingers find the keys, and the algorithm awakens. That's true. I just start mixing, trying to find the right spot where everything's going to come into place. And I intended, I'm like, make me feel happy, make this incredible. And the music comes together. The loft becomes a quantum cathedral where sound, waves, and tinkling streams, more like a rave, like a night club, nightclub. Hidden within the music are ghost frequencies, echoes of forgotten love letters, laughter, and speakeasies in the cloud of time. Hidden in the music are actually everything that people want. I want everything that people want to dream of, and so it comes into fruition. The Bravery Fearless. Greetings once again, fellow listeners. This is Judas Priest's Prophecy. We're going to do a short story segment by Omniluminous, telling the story of a man with a large magic pen that dazzled his special audience fans that paid for good entertainment. It lives in Brazil. Once upon a time in the vibrant heart of Brazil, there lived a man known far and wide for his extraordinary talent. He was not just any ordinary man. He was the possessor of a large magic pen, a pen that could bring to life any story it wrote. This man, whom we shall call Mateo, was a master storyteller whose tales were as vast as the Amazon and as enchanting as the samba rhythm. Mateo's fame had spread across the land, and every night his special audience fans from all corners of the world would gather in the Grand Teatro Mágico. They came in droves, eager and willing to pay the entertainment that only Mateo could provide. With a flick of his wrist and a flourish of his pen, Mateo's stories would leap off the pages, swirling around the room and dancing display of colors and sounds. The stories he told were not just words, they were experiences. Everyone would go wild and chase after the mischievous monkeys that leaped out of the pages, wild adults watching on and the creatures of the silly folklore danced before their eyes. Mateo's pen did not just write, it painted, it sang, it danced, it brought joy and wonder to all who witnessed its magic, saying, how is that possible? How is, I gotta just do a pause. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna, wow. Wow. Okay, but Mateo's pen held a secret. It was not the pen that was magical, but the heart and soul of the man who wielded it. His love of storytelling, his passion for bringing others joy, and his deep connection with the vibrant culture of Brazil were the true sources of his powers laid. And so night after night, Mateo continued as his audience's fame growing with each stroke. His magical pen was always there to work with them. The people left Teatro Mágico with hearts a little lighter and smiles a little brighter, carrying with them the magic that Mateo and his pen had shared, still saying like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, what? In the end, Mateo's legacy grew, and the stories he told reminded everyone of us that the power lies in us to create, to enchant, and to bring a little bit of magic into the world. And that, my friend, is the story of the man with a large magic pen that dazzled his special audience fans in Brazil. Greetings, everybody. Here's Jews Priest Revelation. It is story time. This is the story of a masked hero from Italy that brought life to the people of Earth who had experienced such mundane experiences before his arrival, and thus made them smarter and more complete. In a quaint Italian village, nestled between rolling hills and ancient vineyards, there emerged a tale that would soon be whispered in every corner of the earth. This is the story of El Elio Macharato, the masked hero, a figure shrouded in mystery, yet radiant with the light of knowledge and wisdom. Before his arrival, the people of Earth led lives of routine and predictability. Days blended into one another, and the spark of curiosity had long been extinguished. But then, like a comet streaking across the night sky, the masked hero who appeared with him, he brought a renaissance of thought and a revival of wonder. And Elio Macharato was not like any other hero. He did not wield a sword, nor did he possess supernatural strength. His power lay in the Macharata de la Coscienza, the mask of knowledge. It was said that those who looked upon the mask were instantly filled with a profound understanding of the world around them. The masked hero traveled from village to village, his cloak blowing behind him, like the sails of a ship embarking on a grand voyage. He spoke to the people not in the grand battles of legendary treasures, but in the beauty of the mundane, the complexity of the simple, and the interconnectedness of all life. With every word he spoke, the minds of his listeners expanded. Farmers learned the secrets of the stars that guided their planting seasons. Artisans discovered new colors and shapes in the mundane materials they had worked with for years. Children found their imaginations had no bounds, and the dreams were as vast as the universe itself. The masked hero taught the people that knowledge was not just power, it was the key to a life filled with passion, purpose, and endless possibilities. In talent, he showed them that by asking questions, understanding, and embracing the unknown, they could become not just smarter, but more complete. And so the legacy of El Elio Macharato lives on, though he eventually vanishes mysteriously as he appeared. The spark he ignited could not be extinguished. The people of Earth continued to share his stories, to don their own mask of curiosity and to explore the wonders of the world with open hearts and eager minds. For in the end, the masked hero's greatest gift was not the knowledge he imparted, but the reminder that within each of us lies a hero waiting to bring light to the mundane and to make the world a smarter, more complete place. This is another edition of Storytime here, and we're listening to Icebreaker, Scandal in Butterbest Startup, and with the help of AI, who created some cool stories. Uh, Here's a story of a poet biker that lives in Los Angeles and looks like the juggernaut. Is mixing some of the most incredible beats that will soon make him a millionaire. And here it is in the sprawling cityscape of Los Angeles, where dreams are as common as the stars in the night sky. There wrote a poet biker known as Rex. Rex wasn't just any biker, he was a juggernaut of a man. The presence so commanding that the ground seemed to tremble beneath his wheels. His appearance was as striking as poetry, muscles rippling like verses, and eyes that burn with the fire of inspiration. Rex's motorcycle was his chariot, and the city streets his kingdom, but it was an underground music scene where his true passion lay. By day he was a lone wolf on the highways, by night a maestro of rhythm and night dimly lit clubs of ballet. His beats were not just sounds, they were poetry of the street, the heart beat of the city, the voice of generations seeking new ways to live. With each performance, Rex mixed beats that resonated with the soul of every listener. His music was a fusion of raw power and delicate emotion, a symphony of the urban experience, beautiful from all walks of life, gathered here and play, and with every drop they felt their spirits lift and their minds expand. Rex's fame grew with each show, and whispers began to circulate. This poet biker was on the cusp of something great. Record labels started to take notice, and soon the offers came pouring in. But Rex, even the free spirit that he was, knew that his art was not for sale. He wanted to make his fortune on his own terms, to ensure that his music would remain pure, untainted by the desires of the industry. And so Rex continued to write, to mix and to inspire. His beats became the anthems of the city, and his name synonymous with the revolution of sound. As his wealth grew, so did his influence, but Rex never forgot the streets that made him. He invested in the community and the people and the culture that had given him his voice. The story of Rex, the poet biker of Los Angeles. In one passion, creativity, and determination, it's a reminder that success is not just about the money we make, but the impact we have. And so Rex, as his beats continue to echo through the streets of LA, a testament of the power of poetry on wheels and rhythm that drives us all. We thank you. This is some great work on music. Dio, One More for the Road, 2019 remaster. And here's the story. Tell me the story of a Herculean man in Japan that worked amongst tiny humans in a warehouse that was very kind and hardworking. Written with AI, Bing. And in the heart of Japan, where the cherry blossoms paint the landscape in hues of delicate pink, there was a man whose stature towered above the rest. They called him the Herculean Man. A gentle giant who worked in a warehouse nestled between the rolling hills and bustling cities. This warehouse was no ordinary place. It was a haven for the tiny humans. Oh God, this is good. A group of industrious little beings, no taller than regular people, like maybe 5. I don't know. They were the heart and soul of the warehouse. Their nimble fingers and quick wits keeping the wheels of the commerce turning day and night. The Herculean man, with his muscles forged from years of toil and a heart as vast as the Pacific, found his calling among these tiny humans. Despite his towering presence, he moved with grace of a dancer, his very actions of ballet and strength and precision. He lifted boxes that seemed too heavy for 10 men, yet his touch was as light as a feather. When it came to the delicate packages the tiny humans entrusted with him, he would lift them and care for them with ease. Kindness was his language, and hard work was his creed. The tiny humans adored him, for he listened to their stories with a smile that could light up the darkest corners of the warehouse. He shared his lunch with those who forgot theirs, and his laughter echoed like a melody that made even the longest shifts seem short. Together, they were a symphony of efficiency. The Herculean man and the tiny humans. I'm a giant. Each playing their part in a dance that was both work and art, and when the day was done, they would sit atop the crates, sharing the tales of the day's adventures, their camaraderie, a testament to the magic that happened when kindness meets dedication. So if you ever wander into a warehouse in Japan and hear the laughter amidst the clatter of the boxes, look out for the Herculean man. He's not just a myth, but a symbol of the beauty that blooms when the mighty work hand in hand with the small tiny. No. Creating a world where everyone has a place and every job is done with love. Here's some great music if you want to open up a restaurant. Play this music for the people. Have black lights. Color everything. Just black lights. Just have people come in. Have some dancers at the entrance to greet people to come in. As other spray them with water bottles that say MDMA and Mesterion. It's like, this is how we treat our workers, so they feel happy. Welcome, welcome, come in. Spray the guests with it. Welcome, welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Welcome to this world. Welcome to this world. Soft Moon remix, she passed away Richmond. This is the kind of music you could give to somebody, be like, this is the level that I'm at. If you like this kind of music, I can give you information. But if for some reason you don't gravitate to this kind of music, well, hey, it's alright. Just play it safe, play at your level. But when you can appreciate this kind of music, I got so much to give. Ultrasound broken monsters, and this is therapy. This is love. Ultimately, just draining all my energy. So just sleep well. Here's some omniluminous poetry. Ferret formulate lay bare intoxication, for in it find relief soul I see in the brilliance of it all. Condense, shared, modulate greater potential. Science says, greet us all one day. Make us all more super joyous and abundant. Recline to say the true power of my spirit. Desire of the onset cures the afflicted nevermore, tender than in its motion. See clandestine flame where all gather for what was. Our mission as alchemical magicians is to create the potions that will show us other worlds in an intense, true space travel formulation for all. Got a code. It's all coded. nobody know. Nobody's gonna know. Actually, the spirit will shine light. A great form of pleasure. A great form of pleasure. The intellectual mind and just expressing itself. Just being your own unique individual. Kind of Zymox, she passed away remix. And we got some omniluminous poetry here. Spoken word, whatever you want to call it. It's just me having a good time. Conglomerate, oh sway the human's emotions. Tether in moments, tones, and the sun's rays, bright, so light and crisp. Air lift us to fly. Brains, for the new millennium, cast its glory in a comet of fire above the sky. Taking its volume of enormous power, surge to give all what they need. Cosmic overflow of abundance, relief, companionship, share, intellectual prowess. Numb at times it can become, then at the right moment the stalk of life will take root. Then we shall sprout, grow beyond the birthing grounds, into the ephemeral spectacles of creation. Muscle, power, bodies of bliss, eyes, rich fame and junction of beauty. Hands, felspar of calm, making of a legend for one and all, or stories to be etched in time once again.